back now. Yeah, so let's continue walking. So yeah, we over here. So I tell people all the time, like I said, I'm not jealous of people because I'ma survive and I'ma strive, you know? A lot of people end up from the top and they end up right back at the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? So usually what I do, I start from the bottom, work my way to the top. Because in life, it's all about taking success in your hands, you know? We can't be starting up and we end up in the bottom, work our way to the top. And guess what? They do massages too. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what my Chinese hang. And they actually have a studio here. They do baby showers, weddings, bridal, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, corporate event. Right here, photo shoots. All that. Right here is a soccer field right here, arcade. You can't, my brother and my sisters, you can't build success from your books. Let me tell you, you can build success from your books, but you cannot build success from hanging out on the street corners. Building success is by making a difference and put your work in practice. I started doing YouTube and I started making content for YouTube and I started making money. So when you start doing that, you'll be more successful doing that. It is North Star Mitsubishi. This used to be a used dealership lot. So you don't realize what you do to start yourself in an improvement. And then you're not making a difference in the community, then you start end up feeling so upset because you end up back where you was. A lot of people, they start from the top, they end up back to where they was before. Because usually the job don't pay them that much to work. Usually their income is low. Usually something's not right with them. And usually your body language is not dividing into your principles and whatever you're doing in your life. So you start thinking about what your aspirations are as far as growth and freedom in your life. Sometimes you're not doing it the right way. Sometimes you're breaking into your cycle, but your cycles is not. Let's say you wanna own this car one day, right? And you say, "Oh, I wish I could get this car one day." And guess what? You can't afford it because you don't have what you say you have to get this car. But if I want to get this car, I gotta put in the work. A lot of people don't understand. This car takes risk. That car takes risk. You know? I was planning to get this from my bosom man for his 16th birthday. This was the car I was gonna get him. That one right there. But I said to him, if you don't do what you do, I said, if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, you're not gonna get that car right there. I was planning to get it for his 16th birthday, but I said to him, if you don't pass your classes, if you don't do good in school, you're not gonna get what you want in life. Because everything is about taking time to put yourself together and work on yourself. And that's what you have to do. When you put in the work, you get what you get. But if you don't put in the work, you ain't gonna get what you get. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to talk about putting in the work and getting ahead of life. You're not gonna get ahead of life if you don't put in the work. And that's a part of success in life. I could say, if I could make $50 a day, I could make $50, but where my $50 is gonna go to? My pocket? Nah, it's gonna go into my what? It's gonna go into my faith. That's what it is. But if I don't put my $50 in my faith, I won't be nothing in life. If I don't do if I don't improve on my success. But my success in life is about building up what I'm doing and how I'm going to get to that cycle. But sometimes your cycle is breaking because you're not getting where you at. And sometimes when you don't understand certain values, you ain't going to get it. Because you put in $50 in your bank account, you end up with zero, you know? You put a $50, $100 in your account, you end up with $30. Because what happened is, when you don't take the opportunity to focus on your lectures and your strength in life, your strength becomes your success. Let me say that one more time. Your strength becomes your success. And sometimes your strength ain't your success because you're not thinking what you're going to do and you're not thinking clear of what you're going to achieve in your purpose of what you're doing in your life. And it's because it's about taking risks and taking opportunities that you could succeed in. And that's what it is. But if I'm not doing that, it's like, yo, I'm going to sit here looking like a piece of shit. I'm going to say, fuck you and this and that. But I'm not going to say to myself, fuck you, but I'm not going to do that because at the end of the day, it's all about taking risk in your life. It's all about taking dreams. And dreams is going to be opportunities, man. And you got to think about that too, you know? So we're right here on 34th and 48. We're going to continue walking down Northern Boulevard. And then we're going to continue walking down Northern Boulevard. And then we're going to take the Q18 from there. So, you know? So we're right here. We're striving. Let's go. So let's strive. We're going to strive right here, man. You're supposed to stay here for at least, I got 38 minutes, 39 minutes. I got to stay here for the next 39 minutes. So let's do that. Then I got to start the shot again. Yeah, we got 50 minutes. Let's wait. Start the shot. I got to start the shot again in next. We'll be back. I'll be back in 1 minute.